Hey y'all, it's your girl Janique. Real Talk New York with Janique. Big up yourself, large up yourself, guys.
They caught up in vanity. What a calamity. Them got the audacity. Them got the audacity.
So we're gonna discuss this games jealous women play part 2. This was supposed to be part 1, but that's how it goes, because usually they do this, what I'm going to talk about, before they even get to the worst parts of what they do. This is the first thing they usually do. Okay, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so they're going to test you. They're going to check your temperature. She wants to check your temperature. She wants to see if you're hot or cold. That's what she wants to do. Make sure you burn her. When she tests your temperature, you're hot, scorching, and you burn her. Don't worry about these chicks' feelings. Never. They only like you when you disrespect them, right? I'm telling you the honest to God truth. These chicks, these insecure chicks, they only like you when you disrespect them. You don't see, trust, if you're nice to them, they'll try to get you jumped. If they only like you, that they're insecure. Self-haters don't like themselves, so they know that when you're treating them nice within themselves, they know they don't deserve it. When you treat them like crap, that's when they know, yes, I deserve trash treatment because I know I'm worthless within myself. That's the mentality. Insecurity. That's the mentality. All right, so we're going to talk about, all right, so how I know about all this stuff, because it happened to me, right? Okay, so when I was in high school, I'm going to take it back there. When I was in high school, I went to high school and I was getting into fight after fight after fight after fight, like fight after fight. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Fight after fight after fight. I'm telling you this, right? And then it is what, because I grew up, I went to an all black school with ghetto girls, right? Ghetto black girls, like hood rats. It was all black school. So, you know, they always want to fight. You know, that type that always want to fight. The one that's always angry, their parents abusing them in the house. That's where that behavior comes from, right? So anyway, they always wanted to fight. So end up getting expelled. I'm not going to say why I got expelled. Now, if you want to know why I got expelled from my first high school, let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm not going to, this video is not about that. So I end up getting expelled. So I end up going to a school in my old neighborhood, right? I end up going to a school in my old neighborhood, and first of all, the school that I got expelled from, I didn't have nobody there. I didn't have no friends there. It was just a bunch of hate and poison. I didn't have no friends there. I had a sibling there, but it was not a real. It's just my father's daughter. It was no bond. It wasn't real. Come to find out, everything lined up. Anyway, I got expelled. And then I end up going to my zone school, thank God, because I came from a mixed neighborhood. I cannot be around completely all black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm black. I know I'm black. I'm not saying I'm not black, and I'm not bashing. It is what it is. My experience is black girls jump me. That's just my experience. Anyway, guys, so I went to my new school now, right? I was ready to graduate, right? Because I think I was ready to graduate because I had to get my life together. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to, stay focused in school. No more fighting. I'm in a new school. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I wanted to graduate, right? So I was getting my work done and I was doing good. I was doing good in math. I was doing great. I was getting excellent grades. So tell me why one day I'm in the lunchroom, because I'm a loner. I sit by myself. So I was in the lunchroom having my lunch, and there's some girls over there looking at me, grilling me, ice grilling me. Like I said, they're going to test your temperature. They're going to test your temperature. I just got to the school. But guess what? Lucky for me, it's my zone school that I had girls in my neighborhood that I knew, that I was close with, that I went to junior high school with. So I was good. You get what I'm saying? I was good. So I was in the lunchroom when I first got into the school, right? So when I was in the lunchroom, I'm sitting there in the lunchroom eating my lunch, and there was this pretty girl, light-skinned girl, pretty, and she had red hair, right? I'm describing her, right? I don't think you're pretty because you're light-skinned. I'm not a colorist. I'm just telling you what she looked like. She was a lighter-skinned black girl. She had a red hair, and she was tall and slim. She was a very pretty girl, and I admired her, because if she's pretty, I'm gonna look at her. I was like, oh, she's so pretty. I was looking at her. I glimpsed at her, but it wasn't no like nasty ghetto. I'm not that type of person, right? Because I'm a girl's girl. I like girls. Not in that way, but in a friendly way, right? So, but I just don't get along with them because there's always a problem. So here it is now. So then I glimpsed her. I said, oh, she's pretty. And then I went back and eating my food, right? And then all the girls were staring at me anyway at that table. All the girls, because I'm new. Remember, I'm new, I'm pretty. I have my Air Max on. I have my puffy jacket. It was fly. I always have fly brand new Air Max because I work. I always get my little job and always stay working, right? So I was at the table and she wanted to test my temperature. Okay, she wanted to test my temperature. She wanted to check me. She wanted to see if I'm hot or cold. Like I said, when you first meet these jealous chicks, they're going to test your temperature, and I'm taking it way back. This is old. I have plenty of stories. That's why I'm starting from way back. So she wanted to test my temperature, right? So I remember this like it was yesterday because I just got to that school and I was like, I want peace, no more war. So I was like, she came, her sister, I didn't know she was her sister at the time. She was cute too, but she wasn't outstanding like that. She was pretty, but she wasn't out. She was just like pretty. She was outside. So she came up to me, to my table. She was like, she came up to my table. And she was like, you have a problem with my sister? I was like, who is your sister? Because I didn't even know her. I was just new. I didn't know she was popular in the school. I was new. I didn't know her. So she was like, oh, you got a problem with my sister? Now, remember, I was getting my temperature tested, checked. And I looked at her and I was like, who's your sister? Because I wasn't like backing down. They don't know me. These chicks don't know me. You're about to like bark up the wrong tree right now. All right? You're about to bark up the wrong tree. You don't know me. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't bother anyone. Right? And this is why I'm very skeptical of being around chicks, period. And over the years, after a while, you get tired of it. So she came, oh, you know me? You know my sister? And I was like, who's your sister? Oh, and I was like, she was like, oh, her over there. And I said, oh, no, I don't have a problem with her. How can I have a problem with her? You know, I was thinking that in my head, like, how can I have a problem? She didn't do anything to me. I just got here. I was just looking around. So you got a problem with my sister? And I said, oh, no, I don't have a problem with your sister. I didn't say nothing. I just said, who's your sister? And then I basically like just brushed her off because they know, and she was younger too. Because remember, I already been in high school. So she was younger. She was probably like a junior. And she was probably a freshman or junior, and it was girl group type of thing. So, and her sister was a sophomore, and I was I a sophomore? Yeah, I was a sophomore. Definitely. I was a sophomore, right? So, I was a sophomore. So her sister was a sophomore, and I had another girlfriend from the hood that was a sophomore. She was a big girl. She wasn't no little girl like me, tiny, like petite, petite. She wasn't small. And the girl that sent her sister to come at me wasn't small either. She was tall and slim. She was, whatever. So I told my girl, I said, girl, some chick tried to check me in the lunchroom. You know, maybe I said, well, yo, we got beef. Back in the days, that's how we used to talk. That's crazy. So I called her up and I was like, I don't know how the conversation went exactly, but I'm just going to think about how I was back in the day. So I was like, I called her up and I was like, oh, just meet me. I told her, yeah, this girl came and checked me. And she was like, who? Because she'd been in the school for a while. And I told her who. She knew who she was. And I said, all right, cool. And then because she was popular in the school, you know, pretty girls are always competing with other pretty girls. That's how they are, period. So then when she went, I said, meet me at the lunchroom. That's why I said, meet me at the lunchroom. Because remember, she checked me in the lunchroom when I was eating my lunch. And we have the same period together. So when she meet me at the lunchroom, at my lunch period, I hit my girlfriend up. And I said, meet me at my lunch period. Right? So she meet me at my lunch period. And when the girl was going to the bathroom, right? We caught her in the bathroom. That's what we did. We caught her in the bathroom. So when she went in the bathroom, I stood at the bath. My girlfriend went in the bathroom first. And then I stood at the bathroom door to like guard the bathroom to make sure nobody's coming in, right? In the bathroom. So I stood at the bathroom door. My girlfriend went in after her. And then she backed up her in the corner. And I was like, she asked her, do you got a problem with my friend? And then she was like, who's your friend? I am. I was standing right by the door and I came. I said, yeah, you have a problem? And then I said, do you have a problem? Because your sister came up to me and said, if I got a problem with your sister. And I said, do you have a problem with me? That's what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? So she backed down. She backed down because she knows she was already locked in the bathroom. Like I said, she was locked in she was going to get mashed up. That's what's about to happen. Even though I was hoping that she would do the right thing and humble herself because I wanted my diploma, which I do have my high school diploma, thank God, right? But that's basically what happened. You know, I backed her up in the bathroom. Me and my girlfriend backed up her in the bathroom. So we checkmate her. She know how to act the proper way going forward, right? Because they're going to check you. She didn't know me from nowhere. She was testing me. That's what she was doing, testing. If I didn't check her and put her in her place, let her know, yeah, I got my back up too. Because she, you know, these girls, when they're in a group, right? When they're going to test you. That's what they do, test you. They're going to try you. They're going to try you at these jobs. That's why I told this story specifically, because what she was doing was testing me. If I would have felt that test and act like I was shook, they probably would have jumped me after school or whatever, right? She was testing me, but guess what? I'm not, you know, she was really, really testing me. So, and anyway, they'll do that at the job. Whenever these chicks test you, right? Like I said, games, jealous women play, they test you, check your temperature. Whenever they test you, make sure if at a job, you don't be smiling up at no job. When you go to a job, you don't smile up with people. You go to a job straight face. You're doing your job, nothing more. Because if you're smiling, it provokes their unhappy, envious demons. They're not only jealous of you because you're pretty. They're jealous of you because you actually have joy left. Most of these people have zero joy. They're unhappy. They're miserable. Okay? The women are not only jealous of you because, oh, you're pretty. There's a lot of reasons to be jealous. You could be happy. You could be talented. You could be, you know, you could be just at peace with yourself. You could be tall. Well, she wanted to be tall. You could be short. You could be look like the girl who stole her man. There's a lot of reasons why chicks could be jealous. It don't have to be only because you're pretty. It could be your personality. You get what I'm saying? Could be your job. Could be anything. But when you go to these jobs and they try to, you don't show a nice face. Because I'm telling you, I made a mistake by being my genuine self to the point where these bitches ganged up on me so bad it made me feel uncomfortable. And they would lie and say, oh, it never happened. I heard everything. Saw everything. Was on to everything. You get what I'm saying? They play games. They play plenty of games. But when they try to even say, oh, say like, when they start the little jabs that they take and laugh it out, and they'll laugh it as a joke. Oh, you gained a little weight. One of them, when I was, she was unhappy with herself, right? She was like, oh, you got stomach. And then what about yours? Whenever somebody says that she was unhappy or she was talking about my stomach, and I said, what about yours? Make sure you clap back at them right then and there. You don't let no girl ride your back, ride you, because that's what they will do. They will ride you. They don't give you a break. So when you go to a job and they say something slick right back. Let them know you came in peace, but you're prepared for war. Let them know that. Real Talk, New York with Jenique. Big up yourself, large up yourself. Bye, guys.